Hello everyone, SAS here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be giving a video on a good idea I have with these emergency stick candles. I usually carry these all the time in my packs, just for a kind of an emergency item. If my flashlight ever went out and I lost the batteries, or both the batteries went out, or whatever, I have another source of light. But there's two flaws about these stick candles. First of all, these do not stay up at all on flat surface, like a bumpy surface. For example, like this rug. That's a problem because you'll have to hold it for use, or you'll have to make a mount for it on a mud or whatever, and just to keep it up. The problem is, if that failed and it fell, that flame is going to catch on that flammable material like pine needles, leaves, or whatever, and it's going to start a forest fire, and that is not good. So that's one flaw. The next flaw is they are very fragile. I usually keep these in the front of my pack, and if you drop them, your pack down on the ground, these will snap, or if you drop them from a high surface to a low surface, whatever, these will snap. So there goes your candle. You could, of course, use it, but it's going to be much shorter. So what I did was I got that candle and I cut it up into pieces, and I took the wick out of it, and I got a Gammo pellet can tin for the ammo for your air rifle, and I melted it down into the tin. I spray painted the top just for the heck of it, but there's wax in there, and I added the wick. What I originally did have though is this wick, but what would happen is that when this actually would turn into a liquid, the wick would just fall right in, and there goes your flame. So what I did was got one of those candles, and just an old candle, and I took the mount of it. Usually they have a metal disc that holds the wick up, and I took that out and I put it in here. So that's one problem solved with this, and I think it is a really good idea. It's really compact, it'll fit in your pocket, it's really small, you can see compared to my hand, and it'll give out a good decent amount of light. And you could throw this around or whatever, and it's waterproof, so there's another good example that how much better this is than the just stick candles. I'm just going to light this up to give you an example of what it looks like. I'm using matches, so bear with me. Here you go. The camera can kind of focus in on that little light there. It's kind of dying down. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. See, it just went back up. But I think it works pretty good for the compact size it is. In an emergency situation, you could take the tin out, or the wax out, I mean, and use the tin to make char cloth. So yeah, it's a really good idea. I highly suggest to do it with any tin. If you need to, you could do it with an Altoids tin and just melt down more candles or whatever. So, but highly suggest the idea. Really cheap to make, and it's just a better idea than carrying around these fragile, non-working candles. And they go out sometimes, and I don't really trust my life to them as much as this. This is a really good little product that I made. So I hope you guys like this. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.